Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hello, you guys. Thank you for being here and thank you for coming back. Yeah, I'm hearing I'm having some algorithm issues. I'm not getting the likes. Things aren't popping up. So nothing I can do. It's the YouTube gods. So it's the algorithm. It's their control. It's out of my control. Carrying on. So Harry and Meghan are being trashed by OK Magazine now, and they are basically blowing it out, saying, hey, I thought you were afraid, Harry, of taking your wife to the UK because of security. It's so dangerous. Yet they go to Nigeria and Colombia. They're blowing it out. That's exactly what needs to be happening. And I definitely left a comment on OK Magazine's feed, saying they're basically grifters. They're talentless. Winter Magazine's going to stop, believing in it. When is enough here? Because everybody else has had enough. And just called them grifters in essence. And that's really what they're doing. They're grifters. And we know there's no security issue. He's not afraid. Otherwise, he wouldn't be taking those measures. We also know that the UK, isn't going to pay, but he has to come up with it, and he can't. So what is he doing? He's just grifting off others who says that they will give him the security, because that's exactly what happened in some of the most dangerous areas. Did you guys see those pictures where they were using sun blockers or bulletproof umbrellas or something to that effect? I don't know. When they were in Colombia, there was one image that looked kind of concerning for protection. So they're willing to do that. I mean, it just goes to show they're really not fearful. They're just not. So it's nice. Probably some people chimed into them enough where they can't deny it anymore. The feed is crazy against Meghan and Harry. There's no support on the feed. So they can't ignore that. So they are in fight or flight mode. What is Meghan and Harry going to do? Okay, I'm kind of getting old here. What are they going to do with all the truth spilling out? The truth is spilling out. Well, let's see what that says. Oh, they aren't worth it. Oh, no, they have no team. They're not the boss of their life. They have lack of resources. What resources? They've lost all resources. So with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position, is the juice worth the squeeze for Meghan and Harry? No, it's not. So they need to get to the root issues of their problem. So they want to get to the root of it. So I would say, okay, Magazine saying, okay, what is the root of the problem here? Problem is they threw their family down. They're the bad apples on the tree. They rolled away. They don't have the resources anymore. They can't take stock because there's nothing to take stock of. They can't get people to work with them. No one wants to work with them. They're not the boss of their life. They basically have such setbacks now at this point in time. They're low-flying fruit who have lost a lot of people and money. They're basically loners now. Everything's taking longer than scheduled, than what they said they would do in terms of building, taking on the challenge. They failed the challenge. The challenge that they took to be independent has failed. They're not building themselves up. They're building themselves down. And everything is falling apart. And they're probably thinking, okay, we're not going to let that derail us. We're still going to put it out there that they're failures, that whatever they tested isn't working out in their favor. So no one's going to give them anything. They're just failures, absolute failures. They failed to grow. They failed to be bosses of their own life. They failed to get enough resources to stay bosses of their own life. And they ran into a crisis mode because everyone sees them as antisocial people to avoid, and they're fair weather friends of the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, I'll just put that like that. So that crisis mode of not building resources, they've lost their money. He spent his money on it that his mother gave him. The Diana money's gone. They're probably going to blow through whatever inheritance money he recently got. I know he got better up. He took a big Christmas bonus when others are losing their job, but they'll burn through that really quickly. It's probably already spent because I have the Fool card in reverse. So that's like the total clowns, 2 total clowns who now need to cover up their ass. And they're irresponsible. People have apathy and indifference, and they're being ostracized by people. No one wants to take a risk with them. No one wants to work with them. It's just complete lack of loyalty, recklessness, to be the bad apples in the family and to roll away from his roots where he was born and raised. And he's lost those roots now. The low-flying fruit's not going to grow anymore with the family. The low-flying fruit is seen as the high priestess in reverse, which is basically the secret's out now that you're a low-flying fruit. Harry and Meghan's low-flying fruit, and you're going to always run into a crisis mode being low-flying fruit, low vibe. That's like reading Seven Pentacles in reverse. That's really what, that's like seven Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So they've got a lot of unexpected issues, a lot of delays and setbacks. They're focused on greed, loss, debts. There's a loss of life. People are going to die around them. They're not going to be able to get back. How are you going to get back? How are you going to cover your ass? How are you going to cover your ass over your lies coming out? Such as the children. Where are they? Are they going to die too? Is that what's going to happen? Oh, we lost our children. We ran into a crisis mode. We don't have children after all. We never did build that family tree. What are you going to do with that too, and with that high priestess in reverse? That is they're not idealistic. They never were idealistic on the family tree. They're nobody's friend. They're fake personas with devil energy. They're dealing with loneliness. They're blocked, intuitively blocked too. And they're also spiritually blocked. No one wants to deal with them because they're wearing a mask of ASPD, antisocial personality disorder, of the high priestess in reverse. There's nothing spiritual about them. There's no advisor energy in them. They don't have any intuitive knowledge. Meghan's not the divine and feminine divine. She doesn't have a higher self. She only has a lower self. It's a 2 in reverse. No one wants to work with you. No one wants to make decisions for you. No one's going to be diplomatic on your behalf. No one's going to consider you. No one's going to serve your life greedy path. No one's going to want to connect with you. You have no choices. All choices have been removed. You can't even take a first step to grow your family tree because it wasn't even a choice. So where are they? Where are they? They cannot even be adaptable even if they had them. They don't have reciprocity in them to even serve that path. So they ran into a crisis mode. So what did they do? They blocked everyone from the family because they were living a lie. So this goes back to my spread about King Charles being complicit. Queen Elizabeth, King Charles, they found out about the moon bump. They wanted her to stay in hiding. Don't show the moon bump. Take the maternity leave. So I got to bring this up. I don't know what people are saying on my feed from my last video, but they didn't want to be complicit. So why don't you just go take a long maternity leave? This was talked about years ago. Meghan did not want to take a maternity leave, so that's why she came and she showed up with the moon bump. She was not supposed to do that. But they also were told they cannot be in the line of succession. So that didn't sit well. So there comes the petulance, the anger, the ASPD, disruptor, toxic. What we wanted to fake it. Can't we fake it with that high priestess in reverse? Can't we do it? And they were blocked. No, you can't do that. The truth is going to get out from the family that they're not part of the family tree. And this is a crisis mode for the family. So it put the family in a full crisis mode. They did not agree to it, but they kept silent. The silence is the complicit part. But no way did they agree to it originally. So I should have said that, but I don't always say it because it's not on my table at the time when I'm reading that particular question. So I don't always backpedal and going into these details, but here it is. Queen Elizabeth was in no agreement. She's like, no, they're not going to be on the family tree line of succession. That didn't sit well with Meghan and Harry because they were absolute fools. They took the risk and they were losing. It was complete recklessness and they had to cover their ass how they were faking it and they were repressed. Well, this isn't right. So I have devil energy with that high priestess in reverse. So with that devil energy, well, guess what? I'm tempted to do what I want. I've trapped myself. So now it's a failure. So I need to be in control. So I'm going to control the situation. So that's what devil does. I get what I want. I want what I want. I'm a walking red flag. I'm going to lie to myself, lie to everyone else. If they lie to themselves, what makes you think they're going to be honest with you? Not going to happen. So they wanted to continue the lie, but the lie kept being a failure at love. Cannot get what they want. It's not working out. absolute fools. Everyone claims they're two fools. This is where Megan said, we're walking as laughing stocks. Everyone's calling us fools. Well, there it is, because they were faking pregnancies. So let's get a little deeper here. We have here, it's an exchange. They wanted the charitable energy. They wanted everyone to show kindness to them and give them gifts. They are very codependent on the mask. All right, everyone's supposed to go along. We're supposed to exchange and keep the mask going. You're supposed to share your resources. So they wanted to breadcrumb fake kindness, fake repressed, guidance. But they're going to claim she was never guided. This is where Megan says, I never got that exchange of being guided. No one told me. I ran to this crisis mode because nobody told me. They kind of repressed that knowledge from me. I didn't know. Yeah, they told you. I didn't know. I ran into a crisis because I wanted to fake it. Oh, I didn't know. They were supposed to share that with me. They were supposed to. This is a give and take relationship, which they cannot do. They cannot do. Give and take, they don't do. So it becomes just a codependency. It became social concerns. The Six of Pentacles is a social concerns. It's an attentive card. And people are noticing it. People are noticing, okay, where's those two gifts? Or where's the two children? Where are they? We're supposed to see them. If you're royal and you're on the royal succession, you're supposed to show them with harmony, because they're a gift to the social concerns and the philanthropy. They're part of the philanthropy of the family tree, and they're duty bound. And basically they were improvising, but they failed. They were improvising and they failed. So they were still hoping they can get what they wanted through fakery. Yep, they said, well, can't you still be charitable to us? Can't you give us what we want? Can you test us? Give us what we want. But it all fell short. Came to a crashing end. And they had to take control. The king says, no, I have to move this obstacle. This comes to a shocking change to my rulership. I'm in control here. What a shock. So they were hoodwinked. I've said this before. They were hoodwinked and shocked with the reality. It became a total disruption with the strike. The strike is a disruption. The squirrel represents we need to be flexible and prepare. The embers are, okay, we're going to try to find the beauty in the moment. The butterflies is this changes everything. How are we going to work charitable events with Meghan and Harry when they created this mess here, this faux pregnancy mess? What are we going to do with this? Well, King Charles had to take control because he is the leader, but this is a shock to him. It's a shock to him and Camilla. It's a shock to doing royal duties. And how are we going to do this? Are we just going to breadcrumb the public? We know they're going to become aware of the lie. So how are we going to figure this? Well, maybe you shouldn't be handle your root issues here because this is such a crisis. So he had to move this obstacle out of the way through this shocking change and talking about, well, we don't know if we want you present, you and Harry. This is where the problem came in. This is why they left. They rolled away. They were trying to hide their secrets, but the secret's coming out, and which is a ongoing crisis. So no empathy. His dad will not answer their questions, and they want to start the relationship all over again. So it becomes a matter of business. You want to start all over again with this? Well, I'm not answering your calls. King of Cups in reverse. I will never forgive you for what you did to the family in creating this mess, this absolute travesty mess. And what do we do with you? I'm supposed to give the thumbs up approval of you leaving. He gave the approval of leaving. Yep, go ahead, go. Go start your own passion. Go start your own career. Go start your own journey. Go start something new. Go start your own sexy relationship elsewhere. I don't want to see or hear it. I'm not going to give you advice. I'm going to be cold, stoic, and emotionally unavailable to you. And things are very turbulent, and I'm emotionally shutting myself off from you. I may never forgive you for what you started with this relationship. We tried to give you the obstacles and tell you the obstacles and the problems you would have, your problems you'd have. We figured she was antisocial, that she would cause an issue, and that she would take you away from the family. So I was hoping to remove that obstacle but we tried giving her a chance. But look, here we are with that shocking moment, and here I am. I'm emotionally cut off from both of you. You do you, I do me. You do your business. This is I'm cut off from this. So they cut themselves off. We're not going to help you now. Go stay in the sunshine in California sun. Go find your joy. Go find your business. Stay with her. Do what you want. But we're not helping you out of this mess that you created. We let go of this guilt. We're taking a different approach. There's no reconciliation, most likely. Go be happy. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. And now this is where we know the truth with the Page of Swords in reverse. With the Page of Swords in reverse is very malicious, slanderous energy came out of them, and they backstabbed the family. So that's how that happened. And basically, with the Page of Swords is someone who likes to spy and gossip, slander, wounded in childhood. He claims he's wounded in childhood. He's going to claim his dad never loved him. His dad was full of business and worried about his loving relationship with Camilla. You were such a terrible dad to me. I tried to get your attention and heal this, but instead I'm slandering you and I'm backstabbing you because I'm wounded. I'm a wounded problem child who didn't get my needs met, and I'm blaming you, and we're in disagreement here. So I have this imagined situation. I'm going to create conspiracy theories about you because I'm lazy. I'm supposed to lay down my sword for you and lay down and get backstabbed by you. Well, no, I don't think so. So basically, he is basically the reverse of an intelligent child. He's a stupid child. They're both stupid children. Upright, the Page of Swords is highly intelligent. They're good in academia. They're very smart. They learn, expand. They find new opportunities. They're honest. They can handle harsh talks. But they tend to be a smart child. Harry's stupid. Harry's the stupid one who's basically the backstabber, who just likes attention and attention. He was hoping they can heal it. They can heal themselves by getting what they wanted, taking a step back, emotionally shutting down through the backstabbing, knowing they're never going to rebuild because he's just a stupid person. They're both totally ignorant, stupid. And yes, they're the two clowns, the clown show of the fools in reverse. Just put on your clown mask. They're absolutely ostracized by everyone. They know it. And they're hoping for an invite. They want an invite. Please, please accept us back in. We want to start this new relationship again. We're trying to propose something. They're the ones keep proposing. They keep proposing, and the proposals get turned down with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And they're proposing because they don't have any more money. They've got lost investments. He knows that he can lose his father, that his father could end up dying from cancer. That his father may not heal, but it's looking like so far he's doing well. He's worried he's never going to rebuild and get what he wanted and rise up from the ashes and get money and the charitable acts of his family after backstabbing, and no one's willing to come rescue him at this point in time. He's the bad apple. They're both the bad apples, the bad seeds who are greedy, and basically they're in a delayed setback mind space, and they're never going to get what they want. They're just rejected. They need everyone to help them. Where's the charity for us? We've been rejected. No one's coming for the backstabbers. They can invite, they can put out proposals all they want. Oh, we might be invited to the UK. Oh, we're invited this, we're invited. No, you're not. Absolute lie. And histrionic energy of Megan, and she has to be at peace with it. She has to drop her ego wand and shut up and shut down because no one's coming. No one wants to exchange with her. All her ideas are falling apart. Basically, it is, she's trying to find a win-win situation too, through using her histrionic panic mode, smothering depression, damsel in distress, needing therapy, selling herself short, and they're going to say, okay, where can I find a win-win situation for me? Because I need to get some kind of harmony somehow. I'm defensive, but I got to shut down my defensive situation because nobody will battle it out with me. So I guess I have to play victim. I'm going to play victim. No one asked me how I'm doing. So then she's going to stop the fighting and say, no one's asking how I'm doing. Ah. Kind of reminds me of like a Lucille Ball or something. So she's going to cry. Ah. She's got to be temperate, trying to negotiate, trying to see if anyone will do a win-win negotiation. but we know it's manipulation with the Magician in reverse. Just because she has it in her mind and she thinks she can manipulate it, the manipulations is failing and the lies are all being busted. Anytime she pretends that, oh, I put down the battle, I'm so emotionally available. No, you're not. You're manipulating by dropping the wand, thinking you can negotiate, but all negotiations for her is just an opportunity to manipulate again. That's how she rolls. So fail, 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 fail. It is being exposed. So I wanted to get a little deeper in, and obviously I got into the fake pregnancy and Charles and the family. No way did they agree to it. So I don't know what my feed says, but so I'm sure I got some attacking posts there. No way did they agree to it. She was supposed to hide out, but she loving the limelight. She loves the limelight. Shine the light on me. Shine the light on me. I want to glow up. I got to glow up. I got to look pure. Everyone's agreeing with me. Everyone will agree with my fake bump. Oh, I'm so joyous. I can do this if I want to. But it failed. It failed. It's called out as manipulation. She was not expecting that because she bites off more than she can chew. She's got the judgment card in reverse, where everyone's basically killing the connection and moving on. She's nothing but a negative announcement. She's now dealing with the consequences, and she wants to avoid, and she still wants to live in denial, dishonesty, just avoid. But the connections have been killed, and she's hiding behind many masks because she makes very poor judgment. Very poor judgment calls through all her manipulation, lack of insight. She does not have insight with this spread. So basically, she's nothing but a negative individual. She's just going to keep failing. It's fail, 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 no forgiveness. I don't see that any new transformation energy is going to ever evolve for the two of them. It's just the whole train has come crashing down. The wheels are off because they're dealing with the consequences, and they're really trying to hide it and hide behind the harsh judgment by getting back into the family. And that's why they want to get back into the family. But they killed the connection and moved on. And so that's the problem here. They cannot transform it, manipulate it back in. So the decision's been made and it's not in their favor. Hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.